traveling in and outside the loop from Memorial to the Medical Center, giving you the money tips you need to help pad your purse. From the control room of Channel 11, in front of a live studio audience, it's Great Day Houston. And now, your host, Deborah Duncan.
Welcome back, everybody. Does your dog do annoying things that you don't understand? Our next guest says you can teach an old dog and other pets new tricks if you understand the psychology of what they do. Connie Archer with Bark Busters is here to tell us about some of the most common behavioral issues that our pets have, but also how we can address them. Please welcome her to the show, as well as... All right, so, you know, there's that saying that there are no silly pets, only silly pet owners. But a lot of what we have to do here is understand the dogs may feel like they have good reason for what they're doing. We just have to understand the why before we can address how to fix it.
Yes, that's definitely true. And a lot of the issues we have with dogs, sometimes we are trying to communicate what we want them to do, but we're not doing it in the terms that the dog understands. So learning about your dog and how they think and how they respond is the key.
Even tone of voice, just like with humans, makes a difference.
Yes, very, very important. Body language is also very important. Just remember that dogs don't really speak English, and they don't understand all of what we're saying.
Some simple things. Well, my dog speaks English, but and Spanish, by the way. But simple things like, for example, sometimes people will go to pet a dog and they'll say, "Why do they always growl when you go to pet them?" Well, if you consider that coming at your face is this right here, then that's kind of, you know, it kind of puts some animals off. So suggesting that coming from behind, or making sure they know you're there, and then coming from behind.
Or coming from underneath, or just putting your hand down, letting the dog smell you first versus reaching over to the dog. A lot of times if you'll just stand beside the dog and kind of lower your body height, they'll come up to you, let them smell you first, and then they'll be less likely to growl.
Yeah. How about that?
Chanel, and this is
Chanel
Carter.
number 5. Carter. Chanel number 5 is
what
I
do you
got
think? And Carter's a little nervous. But we'd like to, and on the voice tone, Deborah, you mentioned, the voice tones are very, very important with your dog, and a lot of people don't realize that. The higher pitch your voice tone, the more the dog loves it. So if we're looking at Carter and we're going, "Oh, Carter, good boy, yes, you're just a good boy," then he loves it. Now, he's a calm dog, so he doesn't get as excited as some. But the high voice tone is a happy tone, praise tone for the dog. When you're giving a correction or a command, you want a low voice tone when you do your corrections. And also the body language. If I send Donna, Carter, get down, baby. If I send Donna over there, Donna, you want to try going over there? And if Donna, Carter's looking at Donna because that's his mommy, but if Donna squats down, Carter will probably go right on over to her. Now, Donna didn't say a word, right? But because of the change in body language, that's why Carter went. Also, if we bring Carter back and sit, baby, good. All right, Donna, you want to call him in a nice, happy tone?
Carter, come.
Good boy, good boy. He says, "I think I'll look at the vases here that you have on display."
I think I'll show the camera my best side, right?
But one of the things we get calls on the most is that my dog won't come to me when I call. And some of you may have that issue with your dogs. So if you want a quick, easy way to practice that, just put a 6-foot leash on your dog. Doesn't have to be exactly 6 foot. But just start walking, and Donna will demonstrate. You just start walking forward with your dog. Just kind of say, "Come on." And then as soon as the dog's following, then you back up quickly and call your dog. Good. Okay, and Donna, when you back up this time, giving some verbal talk to.
Carter, come on. That a boy. Come on, good boy.
Good.
Yeah. And I had a dog that every time he got a crack or an opening would bolt and run from the house, and we'd chase him and chase him and chase him. And the lesson I finally learned, one day I got tired and went, "You know what? Bye, Ralphie." I turned around and I started running back to the house, and he ran, chased me and beat me. So there's that saying, if you chase a dog, it will run. If you run from a dog, it will chase you. And so after that, never had any problems with him again. We would just run back to the house, and he'd come. There he came. Ralphie came.
Yes.
So,
and another reason dogs tend to run from us versus coming to us is we don't call them when we're just wanting them to come over. We call them when they're in trouble for something.
Right,
So
and you're yelling at them usually, so they're not going to respond.
They pick up something and we're like, get over here, bring that to me right now. And the dog's like, oh, no, I'm not coming over there.
I'm not coming over there.
That's right.
Just like when you were kids and you run away from your mother and she's like, you come here right now.
Yes.
And you start running away.
That's
but thank you very, very much for those tips. Barkbusters is offering a special offer for our Great Day viewers. You can get $75 off their lifetime support training package when you mention Great Day Houston. You call this number, 877-500-BARK. That's 877-500-2275.